You know what I've realized? I don't have my robe on. The last time we did this,
you did wear a robe the last time we all met.
Was I like mid kidney stone?
Was that when you were feeling poorly?
Right? Yeah, like, and I thought I had the flu. That's right. And then I was
Or was that for other band?
Well, so different people the next week. So we had all of them on, but I was still actively passing that stone because Eric and I were supposed to go to an August Burns Red concert together in Philly.
Oh my gosh.
And I ended up not being able to go because peeing rocks.
Greg's classic not go to a concert last minute guy.
I'm good for that. I'm real good for that.
But not this Friday or Saturday. I mean,
let's go.
Let's talk about the weekend.
Yes, we're very excited. Jason, are you nervous?
Yeah. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know how these guys do this, and no one ever mentions it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're coming out of a hiatus or retirement, whatever you want to call it. And no one ever talks about how nervous or like stressful it is to not play for 10 years and then just throw it back on. So yeah.
And you're not just doing one show, you're doing 3 shows, right?
Yes, which is in the past when we've done reunions or anything like that, it's usually been 1 show, maybe 2, like, and you can push it and get through a show if you need to. I'm going to be interested for nights 2 and 3. Yeah, it's going to be different, it's going to be fun. We've been warming up, we've been practicing, we've been doing what we can, but yeah, I'm definitely nervous, I'll say that.
So that's what I was going to ask. So how does practice look? I mean, because you're like not super far, but you're pretty far away from the rest of the guys,
not meeting up
right?
in a garage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I mean, Steve is a flight away, so we will not practice until the day of the show. We'll each practice on our own, and we know the set list. We know the guys who are playing, like me, Dan, and Steve, have been playing together in the band the entire time. The only person that's not an original member is Jolly, and Jolly played in the band the last couple of years that we were touring. So, like, all of the transitions and things that we like added to the endings of songs, things like that, we're all very familiar with. So, I mean, we're just gonna play the set that we play, and it'll be fine. It's gonna be great. We'll get to go through the set a couple of times. They're letting us get in the venue, Newburgh Brewery, a little early, like 2 hours early, so that we can just kind of set up and mess around, just kind of make sure we're feeling comfortable. But everyone's just been practicing on their own, doing their own thing and making sure that they're ready. If I'm ready on my own and everyone else is doing their part, then we should be great.
So, whole album in its entirety?
Yes, we will be doing the whole album in its entirety first, and then we'll we've got a couple other songs that we're adding on to the end of the set. We'll definitely play a good handful of songs after that as well.
That's what I was going to ask. So are you gonna squeak some of those other bangers in there?
Yeah, I mean there are some songs. Every record has a song or two that needs to be played, So we're gonna make sure we play all the songs people want to hear.
Appease the fans.
So it's funny. So like after we had you on, we had the guys from Different People on. That album that they just released, also a banger. I'm not familiar with the other 2 bands playing, but like I'm really hyped to see everyone. But the guys from Different People were fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I listened to that podcast, and they were. I mean, I've known a lot of them for years. Like from the Poughkeepsie scene, we've talked about how helpful that was to have a scene like that around for us. And those were the types of people that we would have seen at the shows every weekend. So. Yeah, it's great to, it's going to be great to catch up with them and kind of feel like I'm back in the early 2000s again with everybody.
Yeah.
We actually have we'll be at the Saturday show, obviously.
Nice.
We take our train in though on Friday. So we originally,
that's what I'm nervous about. I haven't rode a train in
a minute.
Ever.
Yeah. But so we had you on, and then we were like, all right, let's go to New York. Let's do this thing. But on Friday, so we had Bill Sherman on, who is the the musical director for Sesame Street, and he co-produced Hamilton with Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he did the music for & Juliet. So he got us tickets to go see & Juliet Friday night.
Nice.
So like, I haven't been to a Broadway show, so like we actually have like a legitimate, like normally when I go to New York, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? Like I
fart
no
around.
idea.
I'm gonna go window shopping. I'll probably eat at McDonald's.
Five Guys.
I hope not. I hope I don't eat any McDonald's on the show. I need to find some good, like, I don't know. What do we want? Pizza place?
Yeah,
maybe
what are we eating? Like, what is
street
the
hot
look?
dog? Where are we at? I don't know, the neighborhood.
The Sondheim Theater.
Is
South
that near Broadway? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's off. Yeah, like it's because Broadway's all kind of in that same district, right? Like that's the Broadway district, right? Like that's
the theater district. It's up. It would be up near Times Square. You'd be pretty close to Times Square.
It is.
So I need some tips, like food recommendations for like south of Times Square.
Because I think that's where we're called the Hard Rock. I've never.
Ooh, the Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, I went there. I went there before I saw Dane Cook. I think in 2005.
No,
what is it? Harmful if swallowed.
Yeah,
I loved that whole like CD. It was weird that a comedy album was on a CD.
Oh my god! And then
he ruled comedy.
Dane Cook's like brother-in-law like robbed him blind.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was his manager, and he was just scraping off the top. Some millions of dollars.
It's crazy to me that Dane Cook, I mean, I don't think he's pulling in millions anymore, but like he was on top of the fucking world, man. He was Matt Rife of the early 2000s.
Oh, absolutely.
But anyway, food, like where should we eat?
That's a great question. I mean, the only place I go in New York City to eat pizza, Scar's Pizza. It's a little further south, but that was like one of my first favorite pizza places. A couple years ago, I found it on, I think it was one of those like guy goes around New York City and tries a bunch of different pizza places and rates them. And I was like, oh, I'll watch this video. And the winner that he had was Scar's Pizza. And I went there and was like, wow, this really is incredible. So that's where I usually go. I don't know the staples. I know if you look at a map of pizza places, they're going to be scattered throughout. So, I mean, throw a rock and you're going to hit a great pizza place, but
I think I want to get a pizza from wherever the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles get their pizza from.
The drippy cheese.
The real drippy cheese, and the perfect little pepperonis. And then I'm going to take one slice, leave that one there, and eat the rest of the pie in one bite.
I saw something and it was like, it was from the Goofy movie, and it's like, I've been trying for the last 30 years to find that slice of pizza with a real, but you know
where
what?
The cheese goes all the way.
It's not going to be as good as Grotto's.
Ew, stop. I think this podcast is over.
Well, it's been real. Okay, but you know what? I want
agree to disagree.
I want some fucking ramen.
That'd be a good choice.
Okay,
sushi,
so
there's
actually,
great sushi, I'm sure.
Okay, all right.
There's my second fear, is that we go out to lunch on Saturday and we get something like experimental, I'll say, and then have just explosive diarrhea during the concert.
Yeah, what's the bathroom situation like?
I've never been. You guys are with me, so if you need to use the backseat bathroom, just let me know. I know a guy.
Better.
I'll get you
right.
There's probably doors in the bathrooms.
I'll tell you, I was looking at the theater. The theater looks fucking nice.
Yeah, I think it's a newer venue because I had not heard of it before it was recommended to us for this. So it looks like capacity? A clean new venue. I want to say, was this one 900 or something?
Wow.
700 or 700 to 900, one of those.
And I feel like the tickets fucking flew. Like they sold, man.
That's honestly, that's why we decided to make it a weekend. The first, when the tickets went up, in the first couple of days, we were like, well, we're half sold out. Like, that's pretty crazy. Because we haven't played New York City in years. It was probably like 5 years, I think, in between. So that's what the impetus for all of this was, how well that kind of started, at least.
I saw a lot of like on the Just Surrender subreddit, like people like so wet I mean, they were fucking hype for this show, man. And this was before I think you didn't drop the other two yet. Like, I think because that kind of came a little bit after, right?
Yes. Yeah. And we initially just dropped the first show in New York City, and then a few days later decided upon the other one, and that's why we just decided to make it a whole weekend. I don't know. I mean, New Jersey still has tickets, so if there's anybody that comes out to the first two shows and is like, man, I really wanted to see Just Surrender More, we'll actually have physical tickets at our merch booth if anybody wants to buy tickets to the Jersey show and make a weekend out of it. So
nice.
So I feel kind of bad because we had the guys from Houston Calls on like not long after you, and they were like, "Hey, we have a show in Jersey," and it's like right outside of
Jersey. We were excited, like, "Oh, Jersey's
but it's
right
like
here
literally
for us."
the next weekend. So we're like, "Oh, sorry, we're blowing our load on the Just Surrender show." So,
yeah,
sorry guys.
Got a full New York weekend plan on. Sorry.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, like if. I don't, because it's not like New York is far, but, you know, it involves like taking off work. And not that that's a bad thing, but like it's kind of like we had to plan this weekend. So you just got to us first. You know?
Yeah. I mean, going to New York is always an event. Like it's not like popping down to Philly for a show. Like
right.
I don't like driving into the city. If I am, I got to figure out before I get there, okay, am I staying at a hotel? If I am, is there going to be car service? Like, what am I doing? Are they going to valet? Do I need to find a garage? Is street parking? Like, my anxiety spikes the minute somebody says we're going to New York City for the weekend. I'm like, all of the logistics go, like, just fry my brain, and I get freaked out.
I just don't like cities, to be completely honest. Like, I've never like they give me anxiety. There's like I like driving in Middletown, Delaware. You know what I mean? Where, like, I don't like driving into
where
the city
every restaurant has its own parking lot, and I can park there and just walk right into the store or restaurant. I don't have to worry about parking down the street or I hate valet. I went to the Rittenhouse. We were in Philly not that long ago. It was actually right before the what was that? The FIFA or the World Cup stuff was going on in Philly. I don't know if I told you about this. As I was leaving Philadelphia, like everybody had like their like I'm not a big soccer guy, but I recognize like soccer jerseys, and apparently there were a bunch of just hooligans taking over Philly. But
hooligans,
that's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Sorry, is that derogatory?
The riffraff.
but I'm leaving.
Can we bleep that?
Boop. No one will know. Definitely don't let me say it 5 more times. So I'm leaving Philly, just on the road. Like, and then I hear sirens go, and it's just like, oh, okay, there must be a fire or something. And I hear like all the motorcycle cops drive by, and then they start blocking off roads, and then one tour bus goes by, and it's like the soccer players from Italy or something.
Oh, was Pele there?
I have no.
Oh no, wait, he died.
Pele hella dead. So he's definitely not a hooligan. and then so then I pull off onto like this little teeny tiny like 2-lane bridge, and then cop comes over. I get off the bridge, and he gets in front of me and goes, "Get out of the way! Get the fuck out of the way! Move your goddamn car!" I'm like, yo, bro, like, I don't know what you want me to do. There's literally nowhere that I can go. But like, I think they have to talk to people like that so that they can make this happen.
No,
it was terrifying.
Talk to people like that.
Sure. I won't stand for this. I'm going to show him what's what.
Yeah, I mean, what's the alternative?
Excuse
you don't move.
Me.
So I started reaching into my glove
Could you
box.
ask more politely, please? Jeez Louise, man.
You didn't say the magic word.
You know what I really like? The fact that we're starting to get more and more concerts in Delaware where I can just go to the Queen in Wilmington, or the Barrel or Bottle and Cork, or Cork and Bottle in
the beach one.
Dude, Kevin Bacon's coming.
Really?
And I'm really trying to go see Kevin Bacon's acoustic act. Yeah, man. Tickets are like $50.
Wait, as we speak.
Yeah.
Dude, as we speak right now, the Delaware State Fair is happening.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The Gin Blossoms.
The Gin fucking Blossoms are playing like probably right now.
Who is it? It's the Blues Traveler, Gin Blossoms, and Spin Doctors.
Yeah. Good memory. That's what I was just looking up.
Yeah.
I wish I
was.
Our friend, I have somebody that I know that's there at that show right now. I can't wait to hear the full report.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's my friend's daughter.
your friend's daughter, unironically, is seeing the Gin Blossoms, the Spin Doctors, and fucking Blues Traveler.
Yep.
That's okay.
I'm jealous. I mean,
I'd
be there.
That's a cool
this
fucking show,
This is what we talked
man.
about. The 90s are fully back.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So I tried to get all three of them on the show, and I got 0-3. I struck out with every single fucking one.
It was pretty short notice. We weren't really thinking about. We weren't planning ahead on that.
None of them responded.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
okay.
you know,
well, you gotta
go.
You went to their spam folder.
Go for the C tier, D tier bands like Just Surrender. Well, I'm ready whenever you need me, man.
Who else? It was Gabriel. Is it Gabriel Iglesias? Fluffy, the comedian. He's doing a bit there.
Enrique,
this week.
or no, wait,
no, not Enrique Iglesias. He's not
Fluffy.
a comedian.
Fluffy is
Fluffy.
like the bald headed
yeah, real big,
larger gentleman. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He is larger. I think that's where he gets the fluffy from.
Yeah, he's very fluffy, is what he. So
I heard he's got real good diabetes too. Like,
probably.
So I think he had to lose a bunch of weight.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was like if you don't lose a lot of weight, you will die.
Yeah,
you know, like
tough.
he was big.
Yeah.
But honestly, unpopular opinion, meh.
You don't like him?
I'm very hard to please with my comedy. Like I like who I like.
Yeah, give me Ralphie May if we're going that route.
Right. R.I.P. I think he was hilarious. You know who else I couldn't ever get into? Who was the dude that would like, oh man, smoking, it's as hard to stop smoking as it is to start flossing, man. And he was always just fucking like he would say shit, you know what I mean? He'd be like, I've
never heard that joke, but I could tell from your
he wore the glasses,
like the purple tinted glasses,
the Bono glasses. Yes.
Mitch Hedberg. Yes, is that what you said? Yeah.
I could never get into him, but like people swear by his comedy.
I like his humor. Well, I'm also very easy to please. So
you are very easy to please.
Yeah.
What about Matt Rife? Like, how do you feel about Matt Rife's shtick?
I mean, I think he's funny. I think he's really funny if I was like a 45-year-old woman, which seems to be like his main clientele.
That's his bread and butter.
But I still think he's funny. Like I would go to one of his shows if they weren't so expensive.
Well, but Matt Rife is really good at, I mean, his thing is crowd work, and he's damn good at crowd work. Like you have to be a certain type of like, your brain just has to work, I feel like, a certain way to be able to do that, because I would go up there and just bomb.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would whiff all day. I'm not smart.
Got to be a different muscle too. Like you were saying, it's not the structured jokes that you're used to. That's putting time in on stage and just getting comfortable. Like there's a comfortability that he has that not a lot of people have in general. So
wait, will you not be doing stand up this weekend?
I'm gonna try and hop over to the cellar if I can. I might do a
I think
spot
you should just do a bit pre-show, like jump on stage just by yourself, have like the one light come down and just go for a 5-minute session, see what you could do.
Yeah.
And then open this pit the fuck up.
Yeah, will there be any opening this pit the fuck up? Can we get that too?
I might do a circle pit. Yeah, call for it.
There you go.
Split the crowd. What is that? The wall of death?
The wall of death.
The wall of death, and everyone just well, because we're all like old as fuck now anyway.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that.
It'll be a walking wall of death.
We'll go, hey bro, don't hit me.
People would love if we brought in folding chairs and just set them up along the outside of the walls and stuff.
Oh yes.
Oh, standing only.
That would be rotate out. Everyone's sitting for 5 minutes during the set.
Whatever you do while you're standing, don't lock your knees. Make sure you keep them things bendy. You'll pass out.
So how long of a set? I mean, how long are you doing then? Like an hour and a half?
I want to say
2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
I want to say it's probably an hour and a half. Hour and a half would be safe, I would say, because I mean, if we've got probably a little over an hour's worth of music, but then, talking in between, guitar changes, things like that. It'll probably be, an hour and a half.
Now, do you have a guy on the side of the stage that will toss the guitar and you have to catch it? And if you don't catch it, it just fucking... It always makes me so nervous when they yeah, they just yeet it off to the side. I guess you can do that when you have unlimited guitars, you know?
Yeah. No, I think I'm still going to be using a cord.
Oh, cord.
Yeah. That's the thing they don't talk about. Another thing, when you stop touring, you sell all of your touring gear. There's specific gear for touring that I don't use anymore. I don't need a wireless pack that I'm, for my guitar anymore. Don't need that. I don't need an 810 Ampeg cab that I've got to carry.
That's what I was going to ask.
Flights of stairs.
Yup. Are you going to lug the giant fucking cab up?
Oh, Greg, he didn't tell you. That's why he invited us.
Yeah, right.
What are those people called?
Yeah, fucking roadies.
The roadies.
So
yeah, I didn't want to pay anybody, so I just put you on the guest list so that you can help me.
Put us there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to need you guys to come a little early.
Yeah, right. We'll be there.
Yeah, you're going to be here anyway.
So, let me ask about in-ears. Are those necessary? Like, is that like super important? I've never actually had them in before.
So depending on the venue, I would say, because what it can do is just give you a good mix of what's going on the stage, but also make it clear so that you can hear yourself. If you have a sound engineer with you that can give different mixes to each person, then it's really awesome. Ours usually were just one feed, so it would be just, a bunch of vocals and then everything else kind of pushed down below. But the thing was, we were playing smaller venues where you couldn't always guarantee that the sound system was going to be any good. And if you can't hear yourself on stage, it's going to be terrible out front. So that was really just more for security for us, that if we have the in-ears, at least we know we're going to be able to hear ourselves. Regardless of what it sounds like out front, at least we're going to be playing our parts correctly and hearing ourselves,
So do you have to supply your own, or is that like you guys don't all share, do all the bands share in-ears, or is it BYOE? IE?
Bring your own ears, yeah. You have to buy them yourselves, and yeah, that's another thing. I luckily still have my pack because it was just sitting in a bag, and I never saw it to sell it.
Nice. Well, and I feel like now the value, because now newer stuff comes out, so it's I'll get guitar gear and then sit on it for 10 years. It's now it's not worth anything. I should have sold this before they put out the new iteration of
not the normal investment that you're used to handling, Greg.
Yeah, right. No, I like to. So the key is you buy high and you sell low.
That's what you do with all your stonks.
That's what you have to do. That's how you acquire negative wealth. So
yes.
Follow me for more financial advice.
Well, yeah, you should have my wife on and talk about my stock history. She'll love that.
Did you also were you a AMC GameStop ape?
So I got in late.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. Yeah,
that's what I like to hear.
You and me both, brother.
Sell low. Yeah,
I missed that whole run, but it did get me interested in the stock market, and then I got into penny stocks, which was that was a whole nother thing. That I had some fun there. Some real 10x runs where I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna be rich. I should quit my job. Why am I even working anymore? This is, and a lot of it was during COVID, so it was sitting at home I'm never going back to work again. Right. And then the next day, all of my stocks were zero.
So I don't know if you can see this, but so this is my Robinhood account, and that says negative $8,590. So
wait, did it actually say that? Where does it say 8? Oh my God!
Oh, in the red.
Yes, it does.
In the red. And so it's funny now because this was 4 years ago, but I definitely cried. And so at one point, I mean, Eric, you remember, it was at like 30 grand. And then I said, all right, Elon Musk, let's make me some money, and then poof.
Would you bet against? Would you make Tesla calls or something?
I betted on Tesla when I should have been betting against fucking Musk. And so I was able to write off those losses for, I don't know, you get 3 years, 4 years. Like, you can only write off $3,000 or something each year. So it was like 3 years of writing off losses. I made that money back over time, but holy God, there's nothing. Like, I don't know how day traders don't fucking, like, that was devastating. I'm serious when I said I sat there on the couch and legitimately cried.
No, I'm pretty sure that they like kill themselves for that.
And I get it, because like that shit, especially if you're playing with all of your money and you're like, all right, this is everything I have, and you lose it. I mean, I lost it overnight.
I got a real problem. I have fun money. Like, I think I started, it was like $500 once upon a time ago, and it's not money that I'm like worried about losing. But I tell people, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got Microsoft, I've got blah 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 blah. I got a little bit of Doge and Bitcoin, and they're like, oh my gosh, do you really? You got in so early.
Oh, you're like a real.
And they're like, how many Microsoft? I was like, oh, how many Microsofts? One. I have one Microsoft.
Like, I got a quarter.
Microsoft.
It's not made out of money.
I have 1/10 of a Bitcoin, not even.
No, I have like 100,000.
Well, Bitcoin's at like $120,000 or something right now.
Like that, yeah.
If we all put our money together.
If we had I need a time machine and $100.
So. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could do it. Oh,
and then make sure you don't sell, or what was it? The
buy
dude gave
a piece of pizza
for 10. Didn't he give 10,000 Bitcoins?
Is that what it was? Really?
Yeah, dude. The pizza was worth like $1 bazillion. It was some astronomical amount of money, and like
that was probably in New York.
I saw something, and this guy was like, he said something about Bitcoin, and he was like, Bitcoin's never going to be worth anything. I sold it all. And someone was like, 10 years later, they commented, not even, like, they were like, hey, you still alive? He's like, I'm still alive, but I hate my fucking life.
Yeah, it's tough.
But who would have known? Like, who? Yeah. That's why the stock market, you can't bet your whole life on it. I mean, I guess you can, but, look at us, just
ETFs and those Vanguard accounts, things like that. Just put your money into a safe, something that tracks the market.
Yep. Yeah. You'll make money.
If you play the individual stock game, you're literally just fucking, you're either going to do well, but then I think that psychology is up, and then you don't sell because you're like, well, what happens? You get that FOMO, but you don't ever go broke taking profit. It's such a weird, but it's so hard to do that. And that's why people should listen to Daddies the podcast. The three of us now, we're going to start doing a finance.
Here's our financial hour.
I'll hop in on the end of every call and just give a 5-minute breakdown of my stocks for the week.
You need to get
the little green visor.
Smoke a cigarette, have the cruncher.
The machine where you and then roll the papers up and go, yes, I see we're doing very well. And then, honestly, you could just say make up numbers and people will believe you.
But we should probably put a not financial advice.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah, one of those disclaimers so we don't get sued.
Yeah, many people got shut down after COVID and after that, all those Twitter gurus. Oh my gosh.
I can say this: Daddies the podcast giveth, and Daddies the podcast taketh.
Sure.
Well, we just give you bad advice sometimes.
We sure did. That's all we give, actually.
So we got a hotel, I think, kind of close to the train station.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest part to figure out because, dude, hotels in New York are also fucking wild, and you don't know what's a shithole, what's not. I feel like they're all kind of shitholes, but
they're tiny.
Just tiny. Yep. And so we're all sharing a room together. So the four of us are.
Is it one bed?
It's one bed. It's one twin bed.
We have to stack up on top of each other.
I remember Jenna and I got a hotel, and it was at the Yotel, and it was in Hell's Kitchen because I had to stay in Hell's Kitchen because Daredevil, man. And the bathroom, like the toilet, was just in the center of the fucking room. And I remember I had some questionable street meat, and so I was like, all right, well, sorry, Jen. Sucks for you.
Questionable street meat.
And it had just like this this like kind of glass wall. Dude, it was so good. Because the halal carts, fire.
Oh yeah, we should probably plan on doing that. Like
some street meat.
As soon as we get in, get some good street meat.
You got a dirty watchdog.
Do it right before the Broadway show, so that
yeah,
just
have diarrhea for every show that we go to this weekend.
Take that, Joe. So, who is it? We just realized Joey Fatone is the lead in And Juliet right now. So we're getting our in sync on a little bit. Yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know much.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I'm excited to give it a try. This will be my first Broadway. I don't know anything about Broadway either.
What do we have to wear?
I would probably close.
You think so?
I think they have the no shoes, no shirt, no service rule. So, like, if you have to at least wear shoes and a shirt.
Oh, it's fun. Just bring yourself a nice shirt and a pair of slacks, and you're having a fancy night out.
Yeah, I want a tin of cigarettes. Like the army tin that they like, the gold plated tin.
Sure.
Or
Lucy's.
Actually for the
It's New York City. You got to get a Lucy from a random stranger selling Lucy's on the street.
Or hear me out. I bring a whole bunch of cigarette cartons from Delaware over state lines and sell them.
You can't even get in trouble for that.
That's not even illegal. Well, I need to get a pack of Black and Milds, or not Black and Milds, the black clove, like cigarillos, because that was the cool thing at the Harmony Grange. You had to smoke the blacks.
You had to have cloves.
You got to have the cloves, and then they made them like illegal, like the flavored cigarettes, and then they were just like cigarette, like weren't they flavored cigars? And it was just the black, like, and it's like that black box, and those things are horrible. I mean, they're real bad.
I think they're even worse for you than
Black and Milds are fucking nasty though. But
they're flavored. I remember my buddy. He was
but they're not cigarettes.
I was correct. They're cigarillos.
Yep.
My buddy. I'm very I was never in the like drugs. I never did drugs, but he was very much so. And he asked me to stop and grab him. And I couldn't get this right. I kept like stumbling over my words. He said, "Go in there and ask for a box of green grape games."
Oh God! So he was hollowing them out to smoke weed out of that.
But I was like, oh no, they're gonna know that like the only people that buy those are people that are smoking weed out of them.
That's the only people who buy those.
So I was like real paranoid. I didn't have drugs on me or anything, but I was like, oh no, the cops are gonna follow me out of the Wawa and like stop me. And like,
I just prefer to smoke vanilla Dutch Masters. I just buy one. I'll just have one and smoke it while I'm driving my car down the street.
So, and you can't leave because back like we used to be able to go outside in between sets, but I feel like most venues now it's like you leave, you don't get to come back in.
Some places have like a smoking section where it's like doors that go outside, but then they have it like fenced off.
Wait, so is there going to be smoking inside the venue?
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not as well.
I don't think is that a thing? I hope that's not a fucking thing.
No, I mean, 10 years ago, there were still bars in Philly where you could smoke, but I don't think that they're still doing that in New York City. They have like laws where you can't smoke within so many feet of doors, like doorways to public spaces.
I like that. I actually love that.
Greg, you have to remember that. When Greg drinks, but you don't really drink.
I don't drink.
Anymore.
No, I don't drink at all anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
XX straight edge, bro. No, I just like alcohol gives me migraines, so I haven't had a drink in I don't know a month or two, which but not because I'm like an alcoholic, but just because it hurts my head.
Did you get your 1 month chip?
It just hurts my head, and so I can only smoke when I drink, so I don't really do that anymore.
Hey, I just hit. I got. You can't see that. 225 days.
No alcohol or no.
Nice.
Booze free.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Booze free. That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, I wanted to try it for a while because not that I was, dependent or anything on it. I don't know. I just feel like I used it for a social crutch for so long, and it became a part of like my personality, and I didn't like that. So I just wanted to try without it, and yeah, I started like, I'm just going to take a month or two off, and now it's 225 days.
I don't. Eric, you like drinking.
Yeah.
I
think we all like drinking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who was I telling? Was I talking to you? I don't remember who it was, but like I like the feeling of being drunk. Like I like that feeling.
And I never get hungover, so there's like very little.
Yeah, it must be nice.
I'll tell you the reason for me to stop doing it is because I have a big spare tire around my waist, so it's just not good for me. I recognize that. So,
I mean, I don't know. Like for me though, too, I noticed like when you go out to eat, your bill is significantly cheaper when you don't order alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because four beers, even if they're $4 a pop, you know, that's still math.
Maybe I'll start drinking wine.
Wait. Do you want to become a wine drinker?
Kinda.
We should get a nice bottle of wine.
Okay.
The thing is with wine though, it'll get you drunk really fast before you realize.
So I'm gonna tell a really embarrassing story about Shay, my wife. So back in the day, and whatever we were drinking, she would, you know, we're passing out. We were 21, 22 years old. It would be a good time unless she had wine. We would get like the Franzia box of wine, and if she had
slap in the bag.
Yes.
Always gotta slap the bag.
We would have somebody hold it up, get down on your knees and just suck. Phrasing, sorry.
Wait, but there was no wine?
What wine? No. So anytime that would happen, she would go
close your eyes.
She'd go to sleep. She'd wake up and she'd always piss the bed. Wake up every single time. So this even happened. The most notable of these times, well, there's plenty of them, but the most notable one was her brother's first wedding, his first marriage. It was at like this really nice old, like, imagine like a big bed and breakfast. It's its own building, but like the wedding happened like on the campus. Like it was all this one whole thing, but it was like all the furniture was like really old and like nice. So actually my buddy Corey was staying with us in our room for some reason, whatever. And he was like sleeping on the floor next to the bed. And then there was like that chair that's always next to the bed. Shay gets up and she goes and she sits on the chair, like on the edge of the chair, like this, like she's sitting on a toilet and just pees. When Corey wakes up, he goes, why is I don't think she peed on him, but the floor was wet everywhere around him. And that's the story about how Shay peed on my friend Corey.
The end.
She'll probably love that I told that.
Some people will pay for
allowing me to do that. Some people do pay for that.
You know what? Now we've both told personal stories to you in two separate podcasts.
Are you saying it's my turn?
It's your turn.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Did you also lose your virginity to Of All We've Known?
That would be
kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah, right.
Hey, babe.
I wrote this song for you.
I wrote this one for you. Let's put it in the disc.
This one's for all the ladies. But I learned that song actually isn't about... I was kind of learning the backstory of that song, and now it makes it weird that that was my fucking song.
Wait, tell me the backstory?
Well, will you tell us the backstory? Because I heard it third hand.
Yeah, it's actually...
Second hand?
Yeah. One, you didn't use your hand.
It wasn't this hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was actually... we kind of write the songs in parts. So, like, Dan was writing a song that was probably a love song about getting away or going, running away from town or getting out, something along those lines. And my parents had recently moved from New York to Arizona, and I stayed in New York to keep doing the band and trying to make that work. So my part of the song, what I was thinking about when I wrote it, like, come on, be a man, was my mom talking to me, telling me, hey, like, this is what we both wanted. You want this, and we need to, move on with our lives. We're retired. This is what we're going to do, our next chapter. So it was like coming to terms with that. But yeah, but we always did that though. Like, if you keep it vague enough, it can anything can be a love song. So that's kind of like, there's songs on our records that are just about like my best friend and like we got into a fight with me and my buddy, but then it sounds like I'm gonna punch a girl in the face.
Love that.
So
okay.
hey.
Well, and you know what? I can say, well, Eric and I both said we've met your parents, and they're very lovely people.
They were very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, they were very
nice.
welcoming.
Yeah.
But also, all right, embarrassing story time.
Let's go.
Do you have another one, Greg? Or you?
No, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you're asking for one.
You're on the spot.
I've only yeah. That's
trying
it
to
for
think of.
yeah.
Oh, there's so many pee stories from tour. I know. I don't know if I want to go down that road though. Here's a harmless one.
Okay.
So we were at a party in New Mexico. It was the second to last night of tour or something. So we had played in New Mexico. We were on our way to Arizona the next day. We stayed at a sorority house, but it was a couple of college girls who all lived together. I don't know if it was technically a sorority. Couldn't tell you. But we ended up hanging out and partying with them all night long. Really fun night. I ended up sleeping on the couch. All of the guys kind of slept around in the living room downstairs. I had this vivid dream that I got up and found a bathroom very close and used it. I woke up in the morning and I was like, I don't know. Like, let me look around. So I start playing detective. I'm going to figure out where I peed, where this happened, because it felt very real. So I was crawling around on the floor. I'm feeling rugs and all the furniture. And my buddy wakes up and he's like, what are you doing? I thought I had a dream that I peed somewhere. So I was just checking to make sure I didn't pee anywhere. And it turns out I didn't. I was just fondling around the living room looking for it. So we move on from that. We're all sitting around. Everyone's getting up, kind of figuring out the day and taking showers, take a turn taking showers. Then one of the girls who lives in the house runs down the stairs. It's like, what's going on? What do you mean? Well, I can't log on. I have a paper due and I can't, the Wi-Fi's out. That's weird. The Wi-Fi shouldn't be out. Where's your router? Oh, it's right over there in the corner. So that's how I figured out where I ended up urinating.
Do you confess to that, or did you just keep your mouth shut?
Oh, that's real crazy.
Oh, what happened?
I think I'd take that not to the grave. I think now it's funny.
Except until
if
right now.
If I had had a choice, I would have not said a word. But
but you told on yourself earlier.
I thought I was in the clear, so I admitted to my friends, like, oh man, I had this dream that I peed somewhere down here. Crazy, man. Now it felt so real. Like I felt like
funny.
I really did it. So
That's
as soon
funny.
as she said something, everyone in the living room just dying laughing.
Nerd.
Hey,
I felt
Verizon, I don't know
so
what
bad.
happened.
I wanted to send her, professor an email, just be like, hey, I'm sorry. This is my fault that her paper's late.
This guy peed on my homework.
Yeah,
wow.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Guy peed on your router, and that's why your paper's not turned in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I don't think I've ever like drunkenly pissed or like ever had a moment where I like woke up and peed, but I've definitely.
Oh, I know what Greg does.
Yeah.
I shit my pants.
Greg shits himself. Yes, he does.
A lot.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Okay, no.
There used to be a thing where he would go, "You're not. What is it? You're not living dangerously if you haven't shit yourself as like a grown adult."
No. Look. Okay, it's always like
even my son knows. Never trust a fart. He will say that if he has a bellyache or something. I'm like, Luca, what do you know? He's like, never trust a fart. My wife taught him that. So my child knows this, and you seem to not. So
Greg's not familiar
Let me
with.
tell you the story.
Greg do be shorting.
I had a stomach bug, right? And what I thought was a fart wasn't. And so I'm like waddling up the stairs in my PJs. And I'm just going to this might be TMI. I don't sleep in my PJs with underwear on, right? Like I'm, all natural under there.
Commando.
Fly free.
But I had to pinch it because, there was, something going on. It wasn't a fart. So all I hear is Isla and ew, look at the stairs. And there was shit on the stairs. It came out and I feel it run down my leg.
You just rolled it out of your pant leg.
And she was like, Bobby, look, Daddy pooped on the stairs. Yeah, and this was just like 20 minutes ago. Like this was right before we started recording.
This is pretty recent.
Yeah, it's happening right now. And then there was another time in ShopRite. I just remember I was in the vitamin aisle, thought it was a fart. It wasn't. And I just remember Jenna, and she was like, and this was, 10 years ago, but she was like, oh my God, you are 23 years old.
I would just don't tell anybody.
I said, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Here's how I think that I would handle that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go out to the car. I'm going to stand by the car. Oh, I guess they have bathrooms in there, right? Or did you go to the bathroom, or did you just go home?
Chucked the underwear at the wall like one of those, and it just kind of rolled down like one of those sticky
little toys that go.
No, I balled it up in a paper towel, and I threw it in the trash.
Okay. And then you went along your day.
For sure.
You finished the grocery shopping trip?
Well, because you have underwear and that's a barrier. So
I think you're thinking of diapers.
The smell and
you're thinking diaper.
So also I need Depends now.
You might. Actually, you would be a good candidate for some.
I think I should be. Wait, hold on.
Daddy's the podcast looking for a sponsorship, so maybe we can get
all
Depends.
For it. Hear me out, though.
You're doing ads. You're doing ads just talking about how comfortable you are now in shopping.
Can you stand
now,
up?
I don't even worry anymore when I have a bubbly guts.
Do you ever poop your pants?
No.
This is my brand of choice when I poop during the podcast.
But you know what? I wouldn't turn down a deal with Depends.
Depends. That's big. That's big name.
They're money.
Yeah,
man, they're expensive. I look at them sometimes at the Goodwill.
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay,
what do you mean? What do you mean you look at diapers at Goodwill? What do you like? How is that a thing?
You shopping for hand-me-down diapers?
No, look. So at Goodwill, you can find they're not used; they're gently used. They're look. So like,
if you don't soil them, you can just wrap them back up.
So you know how diapers come? It's typically, if you get the box of diapers, it's 2 like plastic sleeves. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it depends. I guess they come the same way, and they'll sell, like, people will say, hey, so and so like passed, or we don't use them anymore, or whatever. So they'll give them to Goodwill because some people like refuse to throw shit out, so they give it to Goodwill, and Goodwill will sell them for a couple bucks.
And you're always checking them out. You're looking at the going rate.
They're typically next to the toys for some reason.
Okay.
And so I like to go to Goodwill to buy toys to flip,
you
right?
Just try them on and walk around a little bit.
And so like
you try them
on. We're trying it out.
They sell underwear at Goodwill. You can buy used underwears.
And you know what? It's probably the cheapest used underwear that you could buy because some people sell used underwear on the internet for way more money.
Where do you think I get all of my underwear from?
Stop it.
Creeps are really doing it wrong. They should be going to Goodwill's and sniffing around there.
Well, especially because you can get them already pre-equipped with the stains. So
Goodwill's missing out on an opportunity to say, hey, this is our gamer girl aisle where all of our gamer girls sell this is all gamer girl underwear right here. Yes.
So wait, but when do you ever buy anything from Goodwill, like for yourself, like clothing, or for your kids or anything? Like I buy Isla and Arlo's clothes for daycare, or when I was still daycare, but like, hey, they need 3 changes of clothes. I go to Goodwill and I buy them. But how many times do you wash them before? Like, I'll run it through the wash on like hot, like twice to really kind of get that, because who knows what they were doing in a past life.
Right? I think once is good enough.
Probably.
I think once is good enough.
You give it the sniff test and does it still smell like mothballs or?
Yeah, right. It's that like musty It's always that musty smell. And apparently they just Febreze them or like Lysol spray them.
So you gotta have the wash. At least
gotta wash them. Yeah. Okay, hear me out. That's a new challenge or trend we start. Go into Goodwill and raw dog and clothes right off the rack without washing them.
Ooh,
that's like a punishment. That's like a football punishment.
You have to walk up and pay for what you're wearing. I got this shirt, the shorts down here, and the hat.
You know what?
I have the barcode somewhere.
Where are the impractical jokers, guys? We should have them do that as the loser challenge.
I think 50% of them are
sex, not like they're like canceled.
Having some.
Well, I know isn't I think Murr just got like something popped up with him.
Me too.
You know what? Speaking of that, Eric, you never really listened to Brand New. Jay, did you fuck with, like, I loved Brand New was a big part. Do you feel comfortable seeing them on tour now?
I just did.
Okay, and so was it, because like I told Jen, I was like, I don't know if I can get, like, I don't know if I feel right going and seeing Jesse Lacey after all that shit, or do you just like not think about it?
So this is, I've thought a lot about this, obviously being a musician and we were around in a very weird time where like social media was new and people were using it to meet other people, girls, when you're out touring, so there was a lot going on during that era that I think was new to people. Not sticking up for anything that he may have done is, but what I there's two arguments here. You can either say separate the art from the artist, or you say, listen, this was over a decade ago. People change and grow, and we need to give people the opportunity to, rebuild, fix themselves, work on themselves. If there's no ability to do that, then why do we even have a jail system in America? Why do we have the judicial system? Like, if no one ever has a chance, this whole like guilty until proven innocent is kind of, has taken over. I don't know. It's tough. It was a tough decision. And honestly, my wife and I didn't initially get tickets, and a group of friends was going, and we were like, man, I really do love these songs. And it stinks that this guy has done some really crummy things, but I still really love the songs, and I want to be able to celebrate the songs with my friends who also love it. So it was a really tricky. It's a tricky gray area.
I like what you said, separate the art from the artist.
But Deja and Tendu was like such a big part of the early 2000s for me. I mean, that's one of those albums where like I put that up there with Hybrid Theory and like Atreyu Suicide Notes and Butterfly. Like those albums to me like really meant a lot. But then like, well, now I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't go, because I was like, well, I can't do it. And now I'm seeing a bunch of people like, but the show was really fucking good.
Yeah. And Jesse Lacey, like, he has this attitude, like, or he used to have this attitude. I mean, you listen to the songs, I Am Heaven Sent, Don't You Dare Forget. Like, we knew this guy had some, like, megalomania stuff going on. Like, he's an egomaniac. But now, he was, like, very courteous in between songs and thanking people for coming out and he's so grateful for the tour going on. I don't know. It was nice to see him humbled a bit.
Well, that's good. I mean, I feel like Brand New was always, whenever I'd see them live too, like they were always interesting, because I feel like those dudes legitimately don't practice and they're just like, fuck it, we'll just jam the song and you get what you get, guys. And it's always like, wow, that was really good. But like, I remember I saw them with, I don't know if you remember the band, I think it was Transit. I think they were a Rise Records band, and then Thrice. And it was weird because like I love Thrice, But Thrice did this thing where they said
not
we're
once, not twice, but sorry. I don't know any of these bands you're talking about, so I had to look up who Jesse Lacey. I had to look up who Jesse Lacey was and what he did while you were talking.
So Thrice, though, it was
you probably saw my face.
But
he's
Thrice,
defending this guy.
What is wrong with you? This is the last time you're ever coming on this podcast.
Oh boy.
I got to go hit the dusty trail, guys. Sorry, just kidding.
But look, so Thrice they came out and they said we're only going to play this new album that's not released, and we haven't no one knows any of these songs yet. So it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, because it was like, dude, I'm cool with you slipping in a couple songs, but if I'm going to a concert for someone, and I was very much there for Thrice and they were both a very big part, but it was like, what the fuck is this, man? And they played for an hour of songs and everyone was just kind of standing there.
Yeah,
and I know it's artsy or whatever, but dog, come on, give me Artist in the Ambulance.
Yeah, it does seem like, and Brand New is known for this, just their set lists just being, I don't know, just selfish, a selfish set list. You're doing this to appease yourself. You want to enjoy the show for yourself. These are not your most popular songs. They're not the best songs. You just are really feeling this right now, so you want to play it for you. And they always do where they don't do an encore, they just or they do, but it's very early on, and then they play 20 more songs and then just walk away. Weird sets. I don't know.
Now, are you guys banging out an encore?
So we will, for sure. And that's the thing. The reason we're doing this is because people want to hear a specific record, right? They're coming out for the 20th anniversary of this record. So we're going to give them that record, beginning to end, every song, to the best of our ability, how it sounded when it came out. And then we're going to pile on all the hits. We go through and honestly, I've looked at our Spotify numbers, and I've gone through and just said, okay, these are the most played songs. These are the ones people like the most. We should be playing these for them. And that's kind of what we've always, when I've made arguments about different set lists with the band, it's always been here, these are the ones that people like. Why are we not playing these? We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for them. They're supposed to enjoy the set as much as they can. So play the songs the most people are going to enjoy.
I'll tell you, I'm ready to be hot and bothered.
Yeah, you are. I'm really
Second
excited.
song too.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm done. I'm out. I'm gonna have to go clean up.
Greg's just gonna be in the back. That's why he was asking if he could smoke in there, because he's just ready to. Oh man,
I'm not even gonna make it to tell me everything before I got
that song was good for me. Yeah.
I don't know if that was good for you guys.
Now, will you guys have a big circle screen up somewhere trying to catch cheating couples?
Oh, God, I love that so much.
Yes.
So I have to say, we currently have a post going viral, and it's fucking awesome, and I love it so much. It's our biggest post to date of that.
Just a meme. Yes.
Will there be a Jumbotron? And can Chris Martin call me out, though?
If there were one, I would absolutely put you on.
Wait,
we're gonna two of you on.
No, wait. Me and Greg are gonna pose. I'll just be standing behind. I'm taller than you, I think. I'll be standing behind him and have a camera pan over to us.
And then you owe me a lot of money.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, no, I guess
probably.
Shay,
no, you both just give away half of your money.
Oh yeah, we both give away half of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no winners. There's no winners here.
No, the whole thing.
The wife.
Not great. Yeah, the wife.
The wife is the winner. Yeah.
Well, and I saw something, and it was hey, yeah, that sucks. It sucks for her, and it sucks for the kids. They were but honestly, she's coming out. It might be shitty now, but she's the one winning because you're losing this shit by,
Oh yeah, because he was cheating on her anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. Should they definitely win?
Yeah, you win. It might suck right now, and it's embarrassing or whatever, but.
Their favorite bands are, her favorite band is Coldplay.
You're getting out of a toxic relationship and you're protecting your children from that.
I saw Domino's posted, and they were the biggest crime is that someone was at a Coldplay concert. sponsor. Damn, Domino's. Fucking awesome.
Well, back when 40-Year-Old Virgin came out, ripping on Coldplay was the coolest thing to do.
I mean, they put that in there. Like when they were like, who was it? Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd were just fucking.
Yeah, you know how I know you're gay?
Yeah.
What is it? You like Coldplay?
You like Coldplay?
Yeah, that's.
Do you remember when he's going through the box of porn? And it's like Boner Jams 04.
Nutbusters 9.
And then it's like Everybody Loves Raymond just because it's a really good show.
Well, because, you know.
Well, you know what? We're super stoked to get to you know, see you guys and be a part of this little bit of history in the making, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I the listeners probably don't know, but after our conversation last time, we stayed in touch. Like I said, we kind of got together down in Rehoboth or Lewis for the Kite Fest and stuff. But we had been talking, and I said, hey, if you guys want to come out to the show, I'd love to have you. You know, let's catch up, let's hang out. And then I kind of mentioned this, like, hey, maybe we do one before the show just to kind of catch up and see how it's all going and getting ready for the show. So I really appreciate you guys being open to the idea. I really appreciate you guys coming up. You know, it was really awesome to meet you and your families. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing. So love the show. Had a great time last time. Had a great time this time. Can't wait to do another one. Maybe we can get on here with some of the other guys after the show.
Yeah.
Get Dan on to kind of talk about how it was for him, to compare it, you know.
And I feel like I gotta say too, like, thank you again for joining us, man. We love having you on, but
always.
And I enjoy texting you. So for those of you listening, Jay and I text.
We're text buddies.
We're text buddies now. But I feel like such a dick because I didn't. So Dan started following us on Instagram, and I think his profile picture was like a dog. And I didn't know who. I was like, I don't know who this is. So I just kind of like didn't follow him back for a minute. And I was like, oh, fuck. That's Dan, you know? Like, I felt like such a dick. So, Dan, if you're listening, my germs.
We're sorry.
Yeah. We'll get you on the next one, bud.
Yeah.
Right.